Ayan, live na. Wait lang po mga Mars. Mag-share muna kami ng aking beautiful guest ngayon sa aming social media. Kamusta po kayo? Day 53. Day 53 na ng lockdown. How are you today? Magandang hapon. Alright. Ayan, mag-share na. And then, we're live now in 3, 2, 1. Hello mga Mars! Good afternoon sa inyong lahat. Kamusta kayo ngayon? Isang mainit na hapon. My God, nakita ko ngayon sa Facebook ko, it's scorching 51 degrees. Oh my Lord. Inom tayo ng water mga Mars ha, kasi baka mahirap nang magka-heat stroke. Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Welcome to another edition here in the Qrown Philippines together with one of my favorite queen. Hello! May kasama siyang baby. Paano ko ba to i-introduce yung guest namin? First of all, parang nilook up ko siya nung nag-join siya ng Binibini noong 2007. And then after that, sabi ko, hopefully makakuha siya ng crown, but unfortunately, semi. Pero sabi ko, back with vengeance siya. Nag-join siya ng Miss Earth 2018 and she represent our country in the Miss Earth 2008 edition. And the rest is history. Siya ang kauna-unahang nating Miss Earth na nag-represent ng Philippines na nakasungkit ng corona ng Pilipinas. Let's welcome our inang kalikasan noong 2008, Karla Henry!
Thank you for having me. It's napakainit na panahon ngayon, but I hope and I'm excited to get to know everyone that's watching and answer a few questions and hopefully magbibigay ng tamang advice today.
Mars, before tayo mag-start sa ating Dear Mars Friends, question lang. Though cliché na to sa mga nanonood sa amin, pero I'm very curious talaga. Kamusta ang enhanced community quarantine mo na experience? And also, may mga new skills ka ba na natutunan after the lockdown?
Well, actually, because I just gave birth to my second baby a few months ago, 5 months ago, in end of November. So, quarantine life is not much different to new mom life again. Medyo ang focus mo lang talaga is your newborn and may dalawa na yung anak ko, so it's just a balancing of the two of them. So yeah, it hasn't been that big of a difference, but I guess the big difference is that, it's sa mga anak ko, like especially sa panganay ko, I have to keep finding new activities para sa kanya na ma-entertain siya every day kasi yung best friend niya nakatira lang sa harapan pero hindi naman lang niya ma-visit kasi nga, we have to abide by the law and we have to, follow the rules na dapat quarantine talaga tayo sa bahay. So, yeah, quarantine life has been challenging with a little one, but not so different, I guess. Bagong skill, siguro, natuto ako mas tumaas ang patience. Sa aming dalawang mag-asawa, sa pagkananay, sa overall siguro. Tapos, I've been trying to work on my cooking skills. Medyo, I'm not the greatest chef, but it's fun to experiment here and there. And of course, yun nga, hahanap ako ng activities every day for my baby. So, ma-entertain siya, matuto din siya. And, school now is being postponed, diba? August or September na ata, balik ng school. So, I'm kind of trying to do little lessons here and there para naman ma-ready na siya pagpasok niya ng kinder. So, mom life.
And also, Mars, I'll just have to quick shout out lang kasi nanonood siya ngayon. Sabi ni Chris Tiffany Hanson, Wow, Mother Earth is in the house. Hello, Chris Tiffany. Kanina lang pinag-uusapan ka namin ni Carla off air.
Ito yung may biggest fan ko talaga. Charot!
Pero Mars, ito lang question. Kasi syempre, since high school, I look up talaga in beauty pageants. And isa ka sa mga nilulook up ko talaga that year. Mars, question lang. Paano nag-start yung pageant life mo? Saan ka nag-start? Ano yung nagbigay sa'yo ng inspiration para nag-join ka sa pageant world? Nag-enter ka sa pageant world?
Actually, ako noon eh. I grew up kasi during my teenage years with my dad. My parents were separated na. So I grew up with my dad. And my dad is taught me all of the boyish skills. So sobrang, I played football, like American tackle football. I played baseball. I never even wore a two-piece. This is my baby, by the way, who has decided na my makeup kit is her new toy. Kaya ganito.
Yan yung
so
new skill niya.
Keeping them busy, yun ang important. So I never really imagined myself na papasok ako sa industry na to, or I would ever become a beauty queen. And then one time, in-approach kami nung PE teacher ko sa Camp Lapu-Lapu National High School. So shout out to Sir Espa. Maraming salamat sa pagbuhay ng career na to para sa akin. He was so inspirational to me, and he told me that I can join. Tinanong niya ako if I can represent for Miss Intrams. So, as wala naman ako alam, kasi galing ako ng Canada, hindi ko alam kung ano yung Intrams or anything. So, sabi ko, okay, kung sasali ako, ano makukuha ko? Tapos sabi niya, ipa-exempt kita sa ano ba yun? ROTC ba yun noon?
Yeah. NSTP.
Yung military training, di ba?
True.
So sabi ko, okay, game. Wala ako sa military training. Kung mag-ano lang ako, rarampa lang ako. Go. Sige. So pumayag ako, nanalo ako for our grade level. Then I eventually competed in inter-school and I placed, I won the one in our school, but then inter-school yung Miss Milo Olympics and Miss Intrams with different schools. I placed runner-up na naman ako ulit. And then he contacted Danny Book na nag-run ng modeling agency sa Cebu. And Sir Danny came to my school and asked me if I wanted to join like modeling competitions or modeling gigs. And I talked to my dad, and my dad said, sure, but within reason, ganon. Tapos bigla niya akong pinasali ng Miss Naga in Cebu. Yun talaga, pagka tikim ko sa pageant life, kasi yun na talaga yung totoong pageant yung Miss Naga. We know the whole production number, swimsuit, ganyan, evening gown, Q&A. Natikman ko na ang pageant life at sinabi ko talaga, eto na to sa akin. Gusto ko na tong sumali. So, I was sitting I remember in my yaya's room before. I was really close to our yaya kasi growing up. And she was reading a newspaper article. And on the cover was Karla Bautista. Kakapanalo niya pa lang nung sa Miss World. And so sinabi ko talaga, I want that. I want to be able to represent the country in whichever competition. I didn't know about Miss Universe before. I didn't know about Miss Earth. I didn't know about all these competitions. Basta sabi ko, I just want to compete and wear the sash of Miss Philippines. So, yeah, it was there. And my dad was very much against it for many years. So, medyo may gap ako na may years ako na hindi ako nagko-compete until I moved out and had my own life and I decided to go back into it. So, dire-diretso na hanggang sa Miss Earth na ang forced retirement ko.
Pero
so,
Mars,
that's how I started.
Pero before ka, 'di ba sabi mo you saw a beauty queen and give you an inspiration. Pero aside from that girl na nag-inspiration mo, meron ka pa talagang nilulook up pa na mga beauty queens way back before?
Oh yeah, I had quite a bit. As I said, I wasn't really familiar with all of the pageants and the different kinds, diba? And I didn't know which ones some of the ladies competed in. But I do remember after I saw Karla Bautista on the newspaper, I said to myself, okay, I'm really gonna get into it now. I'm really gonna work hard. I'm gonna try my best to be able to represent. And So I started watching different pageants. I remember in Canada kasi, my mom would watch Miss Universe a lot. Like constant yung Miss Universe. Every year she would watch. I never really took it seriously. Actually, to be honest, when I was in Canada, I was rooting for Miss Canada a lot of the times. Kasi medyo, ang Philippines powerhouse talaga eh. But Canada kasi the pageantry is not as big there, unlike in the Philippines. So medyo, we were always kind of rooting for Canada to win. And yeah, I didn't really take it so seriously. But then after that, nga, nung sumali na ako, next nakita ko was Natalie Glebova of Canada. So sobrang sabi ko,
2005.
oh, she's also Canadian. And and now she won Miss Universe. So I remember meeting her in Miss Cebu. Sobrang starstruck ako. Talagang, nga talaga ako sa kanya na nakilala ko siya. She wasn't in such a good mood at that time. Medyo, nanghingi ako ng picture sa kanya, medyo ayaw niya. Kaya sabi ko, oh, okay. The dead mom beauty ko. Kaya sabi ko, pero in-idolize ko pa rin siya because I really found her drop dead gorgeous. The next was Alexandra Braun. My first Miss Earth I ever watched on TV. Accidentally pa nga I just was scrolling through the channels and I saw right there was the opening number of Miss Earth during Alexandra's time. And when I saw Alexandra come out, she was stunning. And I said, siya na talaga mananalo. And I stuck to it and she did. She won. And yeah, so those were like the early on beauty queens that I kind of saw and I tried to aspire to be. Of course, as I was into the pageantry more, I got to know a lot of more beauty queens from the Philippines. So yung mga Filipinas talaga that influenced me to be a good representative for our country were Lara Kigaman was one of them because she was my fellow KF sister and one of the mentors when I was still a baby in KF. Karen Agustin, because Karen, she like exuded the class and elegance that you would always want to see sa isang beauty queen, diba? So parang, and the way she taught us was, you had to listen. Kung hindi ka makikinig, naku, wala kang matututunan. You're not gonna, get out of her session with anything. Kailangan talaga na internalize mo lahat ng tinuturo ni Karen. And then, of course, when I finally did Miss Philippines Earth, the person I aspired to be the most, which I'm nowhere near her, by the way, is Kathy Untalan. When I met Kathy and I saw how passionate she was about the foundation, to a point nga na Kathy was actually supposed to be a lawyer, but she decided not to pursue law and she pursued environmental management nung pagkatapos niyang manalo. So those were some of the beauty queens that I really was like, oh my gosh, I want to be like them. I want to walk into a room and, aspire the kind of attention that they aspire. Like, it's not even attention, it's respect, that they garner. And because of their personality, because of how they are. And so yeah, I saw that. And I remember sobrang kilig ako nung nakilala ko si Maggie Wilson with her short shorts and high heels. Sabi ko talaga, ay, gusto ko yung style nito. It's not your typical beauty queen. She's mixing it up, beauty queen style with her own style, and I loved it. And so, yeah, I remember yun sila. And then, of course, I love Gloria Diaz. She's very outspoken, so maybe I'm a little like that, a little too much for my own good sometimes. So yeah, to Gloria Diaz then, because the way she was, the way she is, I mean, a lot of people get intimidated by her, but me, I find it very refreshing because it's not your typical diplomatic beauty queen answer na parang takot magbigay ng opinion kasi, baka hindi mo gustuhan or whatever. She says her mind and she sticks to it. So, yeah, just a few, to name a few.
And also, Mar, syempre, curious din ako in a fan's perspective na syempre nakikita namin kayo na kapag nag-cheer kami, sobrang namo-motivate kayo as a candidate. Pero Mars, nung time ba na ni-represent mo ang Philippines, ano yung pakiramdam ng girl in a queen side perspective na ilagay na yung sash sa iyo na nakailagay na yung Philippines? Ano yung, sabihin na lang natin, is it pressure ba sa'yo na isigaw yung Philippines? Could you take us back to that moment, Mars, that you represent the Philippines and you won the Miss Earth 2008.
Well, actually, yung nilagay pa, yung sa local pa nga, sa national pa lang, nilagay na yung Cebu City. Kasi noon, kasi di ba wala namang mga city nire-represent. Usually, ang nire-represent lang is region or like individual
Province.
province ka lang or candidate number. Usually, yung number lang talaga dinadala mo, di ba? But when Miss Philippines decided to do it during my year, and we would represent cities, municipalities, or provinces, and I got to don Cebu City sash. Sobrang surreal na yung moment na yun sa akin. I was really like, I can't believe I'm the only one wearing Cebu City. And so sobrang proud na proud ako. That pride multiplied by 1,000, 10,000, 100,000. The moment that we were in the briefing room and they gave us our sashes na nung nagharapan na lahat ng candidates for Miss Earth. And, it really doesn't matter what pageant you're in internationally. It could be one of the big four. It could be a startup pageant. It could be any. But the fact that you are the only one wearing the Philippine sash, it's the kind of pride that you will experience lang maybe if you're lucky a couple times in your life. But not everybody is as lucky to have that kind of moment. So it's really pride. Yeah, you feel the pressure, especially you're here competing, diba? Kasi parang lakas ng expectations ng mga tao sa'yo kasi ikaw yung home country. Parang they expect a lot from you, but they don't expect you to win. Kasi home country ka, diba? So, the pressure is there, but for me, it was good pressure. It was just a happy moment for me that I look back and I guess that would be the one moment in the entire pageant that I would redo all over again. Not even the crowning. The crowning was the cherry on top of it, but the sense of pride that you have when you represent is really all I wanted. I wasn't in it for the cash. I wasn't in it for the fame. I wasn't in it for the crown even. I was in it to really be a great representative sa country natin. And I hope I did our country proud.
Super duper proud, Mars. As in, super duper. Eto, nung top 2 na lang, dalawa na lang kayo. Ni sino nga ba yung isang kahawakan mo na kamay? Kenya ba? Tanzania. Nung dalawa na lang kayo, na-feel mo na ba na ibibigay sa atin ngayon yung corona?
No. Hindi ko talaga feel. Kasi I didn't want to have my heart broken eh. I know it was gonna hurt if I lost, but it was something that I had already trained and groomed myself to accept from the beginning. Kasi you train your ass off, sorry for my language, but you train your ass off to want to win, right? But you never should expect it. So, hindi ko talaga iniisip na ibibigay sa akin ng corona. Hindi ko iniisip na makukuha ko. Kasi I had a lot of, it was, the odds were against me. Just the fact that I was the home country. Ang hirap talaga. And also in the history of Miss Earth, a Filipina has never won. Kathy was the only one that managed to break the 4. And I always took Kathy into high regard. So parang, I always look, I'm not Kathy. I'm nowhere near Kathy. So, the caliber that she's at is not, I'm not like that. So can I do it? Can I make it? So yeah, so I really, I was really shocked to hear. As you can see, that's a reaction ko.
Sobrang authentic na parang napanganga ka, na mixed emotion talaga na ano nga ba to, na nagulat ka, na gusto mong umiyak or what, pero it's a very momentous moment sa amin na mga fans. And also ang galing lang din, if I'm not mistaken, Billy Crawford is the host of that coronation night, right? So parang nakita ko na kasi, narinig ko na kasi na parang ate na to, nung sinabi na ni Billy that time na this is the first time, parang gumano na siya. So sabi ko wala na, Karla will win this Miss Earth crown. Super duper. And also Mars, ang may question ngayon dito sa Facebook Live, tanungin daw kita from France Aquino, how does it feel to win the crown in your home country?
I think it's ano, I think there's a it's bittersweet, diba? Because it's very sweet because you're here, you got to celebrate with everybody right away, and again, it was the first victory for the Philippines, so it was like a happy, really an extremely happy moment for me. The bitter part was, I guess, the noise, the back noise that people were making, that hindi fair kasi ako yung nanalo kasi taga dito ako. So parang, people were criticizing my victory. And I get it. I never aimed to please everybody. I just went out there and did my best. And if it was good enough for them, then thank goodness it was. But if it wasn't, then I would still go home happy because I knew I did my best. So um, it's a feeling of bittersweet, but the sweet was so much better than the bitter. And I chose to always look at the sweet side of it and not listen to people criticizing it. Because at the end of the day, kung kahit saan ka man lang manalo, kung hindi ka talaga nila type, you're never gonna please them. So I just took that victory na lang and I brought it home to my mentors who gave blood, sweat, and tears to me para lang talaga ma-achieve ko yung victory na yun. And I chose to celebrate with them instead, and to really honor the crown and honor my mentors, and be happy about it, and appreciative na sa 85 countries ako yung napili. So, and I've always been, to this day, I'm still very appreciative of that. Maraming salamat sa mga judges pala. Sino ba yung mga judges sa time ko?
And speaking of mentors, Mars, gusto ko lang i-take this opportunity to parang sabihin natin na congratulations to the KF family because 25 years na sila in this industry. And you're one of the queens nila, Mars. So sa lahat ng mga KF family, K familiar, congratulations sa 25 years nyo in this industry. And we're looking forward for another 25 years.
Yes, congratulations to Tito Rogel and the entire team. Talaga, maraming salamat sa 25 years of serbisyong publiko ginagawa nyo para sa ating mga kandidata na kahit maubusan na kayo ng pera, kahit maubusan na kayo ng patience at ng time, hindi pa rin kayo nagso-surrender para lang talaga may mabigay tayo ng mga karapat-dapat ng mga candidates for the international competition. So maraming salamat. And I saw also, by the way, that Abel Bacujo is watching. So because we're talking about the victory in Miss Earth, I want to say a big thank you also to him for dressing me up twice in Miss Philippines and in Miss Earth. Paglabas ko, nasuot ko yung gown mo, talagang napanganga ang mga ibang kandidata at nagtaka bakit ako may bagong gown. At wala silang nagawa dahil sinuot ko yun hanggang sa pagsuot ko ng corona. So maraming salamat, Abel.
And also, Jamie Harrell is watching right now. Hello, Mars Jamie.
Aww. Hi, Jamie. Kamusta ka naman dyan?
Well, actually, fun facts lang. The 4 queens of a Miss Earth is, the first 2 is from Cebu, and the last 2 queens is from Manila City. Karen and Angela.
If it was ever Manila versus Cebu tayo, parang ito na ata yun eh. Kami ni Jamie and then versus Angelia and Karen. But it's a sisterhood between the 4 of us. I love those girls so very much.
And Mars, question lang, kasi you know naman that Miss Earth right now is stepping a bold move from being a traditional pageant going to a virtual pageant. Mars, question, from your time up until this year or last year, ano na yung nakita mong evolution ng Miss Earth towards having a pageantry here in the Philippines and also throughout the world or Earth?
Sorry, can you repeat the question? Medyo nag-chat.
From your time, 2008 up until this year, ano na yung nakita mong great improvement when it comes to pageantry, most especially sa Miss Earth Philippines?
think I can't say it's like of course I can give my my side of it, but I think it really officially started in 2006 during Kathy's time when Kathy took over the foundation. I think the biggest influence and change that we've seen with Miss Philippines from that point onwards was the effect it had on us winners. The fact that, you know, me, I was crowned 2008, and tagal na nun, that's over a decade ago na. But when we are asked to come back, we happily come back. And we don't do this we don't come back because we get paid. We don't come back to participate in events because my fame or whatever. No, because we do it because we love Miss Earth, we love Miss Philippines, we love the people that are trying to pursue the advocacy of Miss Earth. So in any way whatsoever, we try to come back. And I think that's the big difference. Like for me, the girls become more and more participative, if that's the right word. They really embrace the advocacy. For example, like see Janelle, her she's the reigning, right? And she's even started her own org to help out during this quarantine. So may sarili na siya. The girls become more active. It's like they get para silang naglalabanan kami every year. Sino mas maraming nagagawa or mas legacy maiiwan. And I think that really started during Kathy's batch when we tried to keep up with it, and the girls tried to kind of outdo themselves every year. So I think I think that's the biggest change, that the fact that the girls are really more serious about the job, right?
Thank you so much, Mar, sa bigay sa amin ng little insights. Akala ko sobrang short lang ng chit-chat natin, pero sobrang dami kong nalaman, Mars. As in, super duper. And with that, I'm excited sa segment ko, sa Dear Mars France with you. Are you ready?
Ayan na, teka lang, magpo-posing tayo parang Charo Santos.
Correct. So, hello everyone, good afternoon. And this is our afternoon session with Miss Earth 2008, Karla Henry, sa ating Dear Mars France. So, Dear Mars France and Miss Karla, isa po akong taga-subaybay sa segment ninyo na Dear Mars France. Also, isa akong tagahanga ni Miss Karla. She represents our beautiful province in Miss Earth 2008, Cebu. Ako po pala si Mona, taga Mabolo, Cebu. Are you familiar with Mabolo,
Yes.
Cebu? Sumulat po ako sa inyo, Mars France and Miss Karla, kasi hihingi po sana ako ng advice sa inyo sa aking problema. Gusto ko pong i-share sa inyo ang problema kong ito. For the past 10 years na magkasama kami ng partner ko na si Gary, ay wala naman akong masasabing naging problema namin dalawa. Ramdam ko naman yung respeto at pagmamahal sa akin ni Gary, Mars France and Miss Karla. Hindi ko rin makakalimutan yung mga sweet thoughts ni Gary kasi every special occasion ay nababati niya naman ako at nakakababae yon para for me. At hindi lang alam ng mga lalaki na big deal yon sa mga babae kapag naaalala ang special dates ng mga special occasion ninyo. Ito lang talaga ang pinag-aawayan namin ni Gary, Mars France and Miss Karla. Ever since na magjowa kami, ayaw niyang ipahawak ang cellphone niya sa akin at galit na galit siya kapag hinahawakan ko ang cellphone niya at kapag inaas ko ang password ng cellphone niya. Kaya ang dami kong tanong ngayon, Mars France, bakit ayaw ipahawak sa akin ng aking partner ang cellphone niya? May tinatago ba siya? May babae ba siya? Help naman po, Mars France and Miss Karla, nagmamahal, Mona.
Oh, parang familiar. Okay, well, Mona, okay, first and foremost, I'll share to you my personal experience. I've been together with my husband for 9 years. We were married only 2 years ago. But together for 9 years. We've been living together for 7 years. sa 7 years na magkatira kami, alam ko ang password niya, alam niya ang password ko. And sometimes I use his phone, but not to check up or to do. Sometimes parang, if it's near to me, I use it para maghahanap or whatever. He's somewhat kind of been okay with it na lang kasi parang alam niya ganun ako eh. Parang I don't mind getting na lang the phone and using it. And I don't mind him taking my phone and using it also and checking whatever he wants to check. But there's a sense of trust kasi between the two of us. I don't go snooping in his phone to try and find messages for girls, and he doesn't do the same in my phone. You have to respect, though, that there is a sense of privacy with certain people. My husband was the one who explained it to me na hindi naman sa may tinatago sila sa inyo or sa'yo, Mona. Ang mga lalaki lang kasi, they tend to be more private than us women. Tayo kasi minsan open tayo. Sige, tingin mo yung cellphone, wala akong pakialam, di ba? Pero kasi mga lalaki, minsan may mga tinitignan sila na hindi ka dapat natin makita or baka may mga ganyan lang. Pero it's not bad naman. I mean, okay, can I be perfectly blunt here?
Sure.
Sometimes guys will look at certain websites, na pangpagana sa kanila, pero ayaw nila makita ng jowa nila kasi nahihiya sila. Nahihiya sila na makita yon ng partner nila or baka isipin ng partner nila iba. Nahihiya sila eh. So baka may mga ganun lang na factor yung jowa mo. Or kung wala, if it's not that, maybe there are just some things that he just doesn't want you to see on his phone. And you should respect that. Because one day, he'll show it to you when he's ready. But when he's not ready, just respect that he doesn't want you to see his phone. Wag mo agad isipin na may ibang babae yung partner mo. Kasi kung ganon, maluloka ka na eh. Marami nang papasok sa utak mo. It's like planting a seed of doubt, and that seed grows and grows and grows until mag-aaway na lang kayo sa mga walang dahilan. Diba? So, until the day that he does something to make you lose his respect, then don't ever think that he has another woman or that there is something else like this. My husband is watching the live right now and he's looking at me kasi alam niya tinitingnan ko yung cellphone niya eh. Sabi ko, tinitingnan ko yung cellphone niya, but it's not to snoop for women, diba? So, kasi alam ko I trust my husband and he hasn't done anything at all to prove to me that he will stray. So, Mona, if ganyan ang partner mo, may trust ka sa partner mo, huwag mong sirain yung trust na yon by forcing the issue of the cellphone. If yan lang talaga ang konting privacy nihingi niya sa'yo, then compromise a little and let him have it. Bigyan mo din yung sa side mo, let him air it out, pero kung he stands firm to it, then, let him have it na lang. Huwag mong isipin agad may babae kasi that's the worst thing you could do for yourself and for your relationship. Keep your eyes wide open, baka meron nga or whatever, pero huwag mong isipin na yun agad ang rason. Diba? Malay mo, naghahanap siya ng sing-sing. Diba?
True.
Ano yung mga sing-sing kakasya ko, or
correct.
Ano yung mga gifts, diba? Sus, nako, di mo alam.
Malay mo na nag-add to cart na siya at hindi mo lang alam, may pa-surprise na sa'yo.
Yeah. At ito lang isipin mo muna ha. Ito lang masasabi ko sa'yo. I've been in a relationship where I've been cheated on. Not even once, but apparently multiple times in that relationship. And I was so very strict. Talagang bantay sarado yung jowa na yun. But at the end, he still cheated. He still managed to find a way to cheat. So men will always find a way to cheat no matter how strict you are with them. No matter how many times you check mo, idodoktor mo yung cellphone ng mga lalaki, maghahanap at makakahanap pa rin sila ng paraan kung gusto nila. Kaya wag mo nang sirain pa ang ulo mo at kakahanap ng mga evidence kasi yung mga evidence na yan, lalabas na yan kung meron.
True. And also, nakakaloka. Parang nakarelate din ako.
Diba? Parang lahat ata tayo, diba? Pag may mga jowa, makakarelate agad tayo. Guilty na nakakatingin sa cellphone.
True. Pero Mars, ito kasi interesting yung love story mo ngayon with your husband. Mars, for you, ano yung ingredients para mag-long last ang isang relationship in your perspective?
Um, for me, what I've learned and what I keep always reminding some of my friends that I've kind of come across with, and even my husband and I, we always say that to ourselves. You are in a relationship with your partner. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's a hetero relationship, if it's a homosexual relationship. It doesn't matter. It's your partner is your partner, and you create your own rules for your partner. You have your own way of dealing with it, diba? Your own problems. Wag na wag nyo i-compare mga relationship nyo sa mga ibang relationships na nakikita nyo. Kasi hindi naman kayo kaparehas nung compare mo. So, wag na wag kayo. Make your own rules and follow and stick to them. Make sure that the rules though that are and the way that you are in the relationship is fair to both parties. Hindi dapat one way ang relationship. You should learn to always compromise naman din. Especially when you're polar opposites. Like my husband and I we're polar opposites. Like there's only very few things that we agree on, but we also agree that, we're in this for the long run and we can't live with each other. And learn, not we can't live with each other, we can't live without each other. So, medyo, talaga, iniisip talaga namin muna yon before we have problems. And we always tell ourselves, we fix our problems ourselves and we deal with it ourselves. So we should listen and create our own rules to our own relationship. Kung ano yung babagay sa amin, not necessarily babagay sa iba. Kung yun yung babagay sa iba, not necessarily babagay sa amin. Diba? So, find your own rhythm, find your own flow in your relationship and respect that. And remember to also never lose the romance side of it. It gets more difficult kasi like now we have 2 kids and it's very, ang life namin very domesticated na, diba? Pero we still try to remember to go on date nights, or even just kahit na umupo lang kami sa sala namin at mag-inuman na kaming dalawa lang, diba? As long as it's time for each other. Your kids will grow up and they will have their own lives, and then you have your husband for the rest of your life. So make sure that you still have that relationship with him and not just your kids.
Oh my God. Super duper thank you. Naging life coach ka bigla-bigla, Mark.
Naging love coach, diba?
True.
But I don't know, I don't think I can be like the epitome of a good relationship because I have my cuckoo moments then naman that my husband has put up with for so many years. But yeah, we don't have a perfect relationship, but we have a perfect one for each other. Like we get along, we figure it out ourselves. So it's for me. No, wala lang. So yeah, it's been an exciting 9 years.
And also, Mars, thank you so much. Super duper. Thank you so much sa pag-join sa aming Facebook Live ngayon sa The Qrown Philippines. And also, Mars, syempre, in this time of pandemic, we are pushing for a donation drives, Mars. Each and every one of our guests championing donation drives. So, Mars, would it be okay if you share yung details ng donation drives mo para makakuha tayo ng mga donations sa mga fellow Filipinos natin ngayon na nanonood?
Yes, I was asked, I'm trying to advocate for Janelle also, who's been a godsend, just trying her best even from at home lang to try and connect different people with PPEs to the hospitals that need them, from PPEs to masks to food. She's been connecting people that are willing to donate with the areas that need donations, and she managed to do that for Hospital ng Manila. My friend works there, and she was saying that they are in dire need of PPEs. So with Janelle's help, we were able to donate some PPEs, but it's still needed. Kailangan pa rin nila. So if you guys are interested to help, her organization is called Quarantine. It's foreign, but instead of teen, it's TEAM. I have it on my Insta stories. I'll redo it again tonight so that you guys can log in and see. They have a web Facebook site as well. It's called Quarantine PH. So yun yung pwede nyong hanapin sa Facebook. There's ways there you can donate, whether in kind or in cash. So please contact them. And that's for here in Metro Manila. My friend, si Chris Tiffany Hanson, is also advocating for her batch. That's right now for Mindanao in I believe it was Barangay. Oh my gosh, Chris, ano na, nakalimutan ko na. Um, wait lang. Nandito yung ano, barangay name. Nakalimutan ko yung barangay. Barangay. They're trying to look for volunteer corps for their municipality in Mindanao, in Baroy, Lanao del Norte. So they're looking for any donations with Volunteer Corps PH. Again, I'll post it on my Insta stories so you guys can see how you can donate. But they are looking for PPEs, pagkain, sanitation kits, pera, may mga katok sa pintuan namin. Parang yan at ang ano, playdate ng anak ko sa labas. So yeah, they're looking for those in kind or in cash. So please just look at my Insta stories. My Instagram is I am Karla Henry at Instagram, and of course at Facebook it's Karla Henry, and then at Twitter it is Karla Henry 525. So I will try. I'm going to advocate for them as much as I can, but we do need help. So if anyone is willing to help us, please log in and contact these organizations. They badly need the help and they're trying their best to really be part of to really help out those places na medyo nami-miss.
And also mga Mars, don't worry kasi after our Facebook Live ngayon, all the details ng China-champion ni Mars Karla na donation drive, we will post it with all the details also. And mga Mars, again, don't forget to follow our social media account, which is the Qrown Philippines sa Instagram and sa Facebook. And also subscribe to our YouTube channel, bago pa lang, the Qrown Philippines. And mga Mars, yung personal ko po na Facebook, which is Mars France sa Instagram and sa Facebook. And also, don't forget to subscribe. Malapit ko nang ma-reach ang 10,000 subscribers ko sa YouTube.
Yay!
It's Mars France. And also, Mars, what is your message to your supporters since 2007 up until today? Pwede kang magbisaya, and also what is your message sa mga frontliners natin na nanonood ngayon?
2008, you mean?
2008.
Yeah, nung nagbinibini, from Binibini 2008 all the way to Miss Earth. I just want to say a big thank you to everybody. I was crowned long before social media was a thing, and so the fact that people are still following my life or my journey till now, I'm very thankful, and gusto kong magpasalamat sa dedication nyo din sa pag-support sa Miss Earth, and also sa not just me but the other candidates and the other queens as well. So maraming salamat sa inyong lahat. To the frontliners, my God, how do I even express my gratitude? As a citizen of the Philippines, I know it's hard for all of you to be away from your families at this time. I know it's hard na, let's face it, nurses naman don't make, a very big, wala naman silang hindi naman malaki ang sweldo nila. They're given better opportunities abroad, but the fact you guys are choosing to stay here and be of service to your fellow Filipino at this time, sobrang ang laki ng papasalamat namin sa inyo, and the gratitude and the appreciation is above and beyond. And also, daghang salamat jud kaayo, like as a mom of 2 babies right now, it freaks me out every time I think about my kids getting sick at this time. But I'm happy to know that there are qualified nurses and doctors in the front lines fighting so that my children can be safe and our Lola can be safe and everyone, even us and our household, can be safe here. So maraming salamat sa inyong lahat. we will try to champion for you as much as we can and in every way that we can. And I hope that everybody will realize this and give their utmost support to the people that are in the front lines and risking their lives every day. Hindi po napakadali ang trabaho nila, at kung one day mag-decide sila na aalis silang lahat at hindi na sila tutulong, doon na po tayo talagang walang-wala na tayo. So, isipin na lang po natin kung gaano kalaki ang binibigay nila na sakripisyo para sa atin. So, maraming salamat talaga sa mga frontliners. Daghang salamat kaninyong tanan dira sa Cebu na nang kayo, jud og maayo. If ang pagkaon or paghatag lang sa PPE o mga mask ang mahatag namo, I hope na maka-appreciate mo gamay ra jud kaayo kumpara sa amo ang pinakadako na pasalamat sa inyong tanan. So, again, my biggest thank you. And if I could shout it, I would say thank you sa inyong lahat.
Thank you, Mars, sa pag-join sa aming Facebook Live. And last question, ano yung una mong gagawin after ma-lift na ang enhanced community quarantine?
When the quarantine... Bye, baby. I love you. My daughter's going outside to get some sun for an hour, and then she has to come back inside. The first thing I will do when the quarantine is lifted and the virus is gone or under control, we're in that situation, is I will fly my kids to Cebu to go to the beach and to eat some good, delicious Cebuano food. Gimingaw na ko sa barbecue, sa ngoyong, sa tanan. And of course, I'm going to give our Lola a big, big hug because she's been staying strong in our house, in my in-laws' house, and really, you know, she's been itching to go for mahjong. So the fact that nakikinig siya sa aming lahat at nasa bahay lang siya, hindi siya umaalis para sa safety niya. I want to give her a big hug and I want to treat her outside. So I will go to Cebu and I will spend time with all the people that I've missed during this time.
Thank you, Mars. And thank you sa lahat ng mga nanonood sa atin ngayon. Mars, hopefully nag-enjoy ka sa ating session ngayon, and hopefully to meet you soon in Cebu and have a coffee with you and chit-chat again. Thank you, Mars.
Thank you so much for having me. Oh, by the way, I promised my friend pala, sa ano lang to, I promised niya na, by the way, to all the single beautiful ladies out there, nagpaparegards ang aking single friend na si Darren. Talagang binenta ko yung kaibigan ko din. He says hello to everybody as well.
Hi, Darren. Thank you, mga Mars, sa pag-join and have a great afternoon.
Mars. Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.